Nairobi's Central Business District CBD protest turned violent as demonstrators demanding justice for slain blogger Albert Ojwang and opposing the 2025-2026 finance bill clashed with motorbike riders suspected to be hired goons. The confrontations, which erupted mid-morning, brought chaos to the CBD, with burning motorbikes, looted businesses, and running battles between protesters and police.
Just minding their business. The police are watching the goons terrorize innocent people. One of them has been caught. He was the one who beat me up and took my phone. But I managed to get my phone back. This is a shameless government, a ruthless, shameless government.
The protest, largely driven by Kenya's youth under hashtags like Justice for Ojwang and Reject Finance Bill 2025, was sparked by the controversial death of a 31-year-old blogger Albert Ojwang in police custody on June 8, 2025. An autopsy revealing strangulation and assault contradicted initial police claims of suicide, fueling outrage. Demonstrators also targeted the finance bill, criticizing its proposed tax measures as burdensome, echoing last year's deadly anti-tax protest. Around 10 a.m., groups of motorbike riders stormed the CBD shouting, "Hakuna maandamano," no protest, and weaving aggressively through the crowds along Moi Avenue, Kenyatta Avenue, and City Hallway. Protesters, suspecting the riders were goons hired to disrupt the demonstration, confronted them. Several riders were apprehended, beaten, and their motorbikes set ablaze. Riot police responded with tear gas and water cannons, escalating tensions into running battles that paralyzed the CBD. The clashes come amid ongoing investigations into Ojwang's death, with one constable arrested, Deputy Inspector General Eliud Lagat stepping aside on June 16th for a probe. Activists, however, accuse authorities of orchestrating the goon infiltration to discredit the protest. As of 12:14 p.m., the CBD remains tense, with police maintaining a heavy presence and businesses shuttered. Protesters have vowed to continue their campaign with calls for further demonstrations circulating online. The unrest underscores a deep frustration with police impunity and economic policies, signaling a volatile period ahead of Kenya's capital. The demonstrators began their march peacefully, gathering along Kimathi Street near the Nation media offices to hold prayers for Ojwang. But tensions skyrocketed when police lobbed tear gas canisters into the crowd without warning. Thick clouds of gas engulfed the area, sending protesters running in all directions. Some covered their faces with masks, others shielded themselves with placards reading, "Justice for Albert." The unexpected assault shattered the calm, turning Kimathi Street into a scene of chaos. Undeterred, many protesters regrouped and charged toward the Central Police Station, where Ojwang was held before his death. Singing freedom songs and chanting "No justice, no budget," they demanded accountability for his killing. Police formed a tight cordon around the station, blocking access with anti-riot gear and water cannons on standby. The standoff grew heated as demonstrators waved Kenyan flags, vowing to honor Ojwang's memory.
Their children tortured, some leaving behind children, leaving relatives. Some have still not been found, some abducted, not yet returned to this day. Others showed up in morgues. Why is it this one that is only being recognized as so tragic and so urgent? We stand with Albert, we stand with his family, but we also stand with the families of all of the victims of extradition. Stepping aside is not enough. Resigning is not enough. Arrest and prosecution of all of the murderers, all of the state murderers, their commanders, their leaders, their accomplices. Even Ruto is our chief murderer, directing the army and the police forces. The military who were clearly shown to have murdered someone, as well as the police murdering 60 youth and plus. So Ruto, utarudi ICC, hatujamalizana na wewe na watu wako. We'll pursue every avenue available to us through Kenya, regional, continental, and international in the pursuit of justice.
The unrest has paralyzed Nairobi's economic hub. Businesses along Moi Avenue, Kimathi Street and surrounding areas have either shut down completely or scaled back operations. Shopkeepers, fearing looting or vandalism, pulled down their shutters as the heavy police presence loomed. Office workers appeared from high-rise windows, uncertain when they could safely leave. The chaos is not confined to the CBD. Major highways leading into Nairobi, Mombasa Road, Thika Superhighway and Jogoo Road are under heavy police surveillance. Anti-riot officers, regular police and plainclothes detectives have been deployed in large numbers, creating a tense atmosphere. Roadblocks and security checks have slowed traffic to a crawl, with some commuters reporting hours-long delays. Crowds have also begun gathering in Mombasa Road, hoping to join the protest in the CBD, but police are blocking their advance. As of noon, June 17, 2025, the protests show no signs of slowing down. A police constable, James Muhwana, was arrested last week in connection with Ojwang's death and faces murder charges, but demonstrators say it is not enough. They are calling for the arrest of Deputy IG Eliud Lagat, who stepped down on Monday, June 16, 2025. They are also calling for systemic reforms to address police brutality. The Independent Policing Oversight Authority (IPOA) is investigating, but public trust remains low. Stay tuned for updates on this unfolding story. Newsroom, Maisha TV, reader Kering Chebet.